So in your life, cannabis has gotten to the point that it makes it hard to leave the house because you want to know when you can use it again. I hear you and I see you, and I will try to offer some advice, and hopefully some other people in the comments will share their wisdom who have been in this situation as well. I'm Lex Pelger. I do canna education for CV Sciences, the makers of Plus CBD, and we believe in harm reduction for all substances. I don't know your exact situation, but it sounds really intense, and I just want to say I have empathy for it. I'm 40 years old, and I'm still struggling with this sometimes about this very fiendish need to use cannabis, and sometimes my life too much revolving around it. So I hear you, and it happens to a lot of people. You're not alone. It can be a very addictive substance. I think there's three things to mention, and the first one I would say is there's counseling, and there are doctors that can help. One free option is a 12-step for cannabis users. And I know not everyone loves 12-step programs, and that's fine. There are other counseling programs and free resources and peer-led things around this. If you are into other substances, there's Psychedelics in Recovery out of New York that you can join online for free, and it's all peers as well with an understanding of the use of other substances. And just know that there are peers out there that help you. There are also doctors. The second thing I would say is you can go to a doctor about this. You can either a mental health doctor or a therapist who can help talk you through this. There are behavioral therapies and things like that. But there's also one last treatment. There are also drugs to help this. Of course, the antidepressants can help, but nobody wants to start those too quickly. But there are THC drugs like Sativex. It's a spray of CBD and THC, and I know it seems odd to treat something that feels like cannabis use disorder with THC, but there is something about how you're ingesting the material that I think feeds into that dopamine rush of what's going on. And for me, I get a rush from smoking it. When I take something orally, there's much less of a rush going on, and if you just had more moderate amounts of THC in your system every day orally, it might be less of that up and down and instead lead to something that's more stable for you. And the very last thing is reach out to the people who you love for support. People are often, when you reach out, people will often surprise you with how much they can give and they can help and have wisdom on this stuff. There are people around you who can help. Talk to them, let them know that it might be worse than they realize. And I'm sending lots of love from here. Feel free to send me DMs, and hopefully other people will share their wisdom and love.